I wanted to show some more of the functionality that I'm discovering, and it's really interesting. So if we just take it from an affiliate perspective, but clubs and teams have to understand that they have similar functionality. So if we just take it here, the NDSL, MGL. So for example, here you can have different logos there. For example, O'Neill's here, or Astro Parks, or DB Sports here. And if I go into it, let's say one of the games here in the DBS sample logo here, DBS International Academy, for example, and we take this game here. Let's see. So if we take it here, this is an example of different posters that are put into the timeline. So you can see here that the posters, obviously the timeline goes from the bottom up. Okay, so it's always going to show you the latest one. So for example, I would have scheduled this poster to come up on the 59th minute of the 60-minute game here, because it's under 12. So this comes up within the timeline, and of course then your individual substitutions, goals are coming up in between, just like you see in live score. So you can see a team or a club, for example, this will come up before the game. So you have here the NDSL and GLS to respect the ref, etc. It can be, of course, any kind of communication that you want everybody paying attention to this particular timeline. You also have, for example, here, if you click this link here, you can actually go to a link for a particular game, or you can go to a link of any kind of video that the guys want to show. In this case, we have a team profile, just a sample one, of course. And then you can go back into the app where you were, and here could be a team or a club sponsor trying to obviously tell people about them. In this case, Astro Parks, activities, fun parties for children and adults as well. Here's another example of a poster. It could be an affiliate sponsor, it could be a league sponsor, it could be a team sponsor. Again, it could be any kind of ad or link as well. Here's one, for example, getting your friends immortalize your grassroots journey by getting on the app, so that more of the community can be looking in the same direction. And another example of a poster here. So just to give you, these is all the kind of functionality that individual teams have on their own fixtures, that clubs would have on all the fixtures within their team, and also, of course, affiliates have across the board. And this gives us a tremendous ability to maybe, talk to sponsors about different types of sponsorship, from team level, club level, affiliate level, that they can come in now and they know they're going to be getting a package. Because you can imagine that this space here for a particular game will have all the live data going in. And so just to give you an example of what the clubs and affiliates are doing. So clubs and affiliates are using an app. So here's an example of it. So they go into a particular game. So for example, that was in the under 12 section, and it was in the A, it was here, and it was this game here. So this would have been the game. So this is what they do to update the scores, etc., all the live data. Referees have their login, coaches have their login where they put the starting lineups, etc. All that stuff is part of the match card. But also here is where the team or the club or the affiliate adds in certain content into that timeline, and knowing that not only are the two teams going to be kind of focused on this timeline, the communities of the two teams are going to be focused on this timeline, but also the other teams in that division will be quite interested in it. So this is the huge opportunity that lies there for clubs and teams to begin understanding the potential within the FAI Connect for clubs and teams to actually go out and say, look what we can do for our sponsors now. And this is of real, genuine, real good value, of real benefit to sponsors and businesses out there who want to get behind grassroots football and get on board that incredible grassroots. Amazing things about it is that this is the first time in Irish grassroots history that we're going to have everybody looking in the one direction. And so the opportunity to get behind this and use this is massive. And this is what the vision of the FAI was, to be able to get the entire grassroots community to be looking in the one direction, to be able to provide the ability for teams and clubs and affiliates to benefit from the massive amounts of work that goes in from a volunteer perspective, and now be able to go and say to companies and brands, look, can you help us with this? This is what we can give you in return. We're only scratching the surface of what the community, the Irish football community, can actually do. And for those of you that are already using FAI Connect, you will be well aware of this functionality from a kind of engagement level. Anyone that's used to using the Live Score app, you will be well used to the ability to scroll into fixtures, to do everything that you want to be able to do, but also the notifications. I personally love being told of games that I might not even realise that my favourite teams are playing, and I'm able to keep up to date with everything. So the wonderful thing about this app is the engagement levels that actually the engagement levels of what actually happens. So, you know, I've had my phone in my pocket and I hear a big roar, and it's one of my favourite games. There's been a goal scored. And so you can imagine grandparents, you know, people living abroad, trying to get, have downloaded this app and are connected to their grandchild's game, or their younger brother's game in, you know, an under 15 league or whatever, or an under 12 league, and they're getting notifications, and they can keep track of the kids. And remember, when we talk about keeping track, the actual stats will be there: top scorers, assists. I mean, assists. It's just amazing. So, you know, there's often kind of a lot of bad news, you know, in terms of football, you know, but this is a good news story. The FAI Connect system is absolutely brilliant, and it's a new level of it's going to progress grassroots football onto an entirely new plane, and I'm delighted to be able to work with it and to see it in action and be part of helping progress this further. Thank you.